So in the same way, we have a lookup transformation in T-SQL. Okay, what we are going to do a lookup is that simple way. In the kind of it acts same as a joins. We do joins, right? Same way it will be acting as a joins. Let's say we are having one table called city. We are having table called city in one database D1. Okay, database D1. Now what we want, or else I'll go with a simple example. I don't want this. Let's say we are getting one employee data. We are getting employee data. This will have the employee ID and name. Okay, and we are going to create a same scenario, and we'll follow the same scenario in our lookup transformation also. We are having employee ID and name. What I want is that I want to load this data into a table, destination table. Okay, this is on the server 1, this is on the server 2. Okay, so what I want in the destination table, the data is like this: ID, name, address. It also wants one more column, address. Are you getting any address from the source? No, you are not getting any address from the source. Okay, you are not getting any address from the source. Now what I want in the server 2, there is one more table called address table. In the server 2, there is one more table called address. It has a ID and address. Okay, so in the server 2, we got a ID and address. So what we are going to do now here is, while getting, I'll get the data from the source by using OLEDB source transform OLEDB source. Before loading the data into destination, I look that ID into this ID and get that address, and after that I load into the destination. Are you all clear with this one? అందరికి అర్థమైందా ఇది? హలో, యా, ఏమైనా వాయిస్ ఏమైనా బ్రేక్ అయిందా మధ్యలో? ఓకే, అయితే ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. మీరు చాలా వరకు చాలా సినారియోస్లో లుకప్ వాడతారు. ఓకే, లుకప్లో మీకు దాంట్లో చాలా డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి, అవన్నీ చెప్తాను. సేమ్ వే, సపోజ్ ఇయర్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ID 1 2. Okay, ID I am having 1 2 here in the source. Okay, here I am having address 1 3. I don't have address 2. Okay, so while doing a lookup, I can say if ID is there, then I want to return that to the destination. If the ID is not there, then sorry, yeah, మళ్ళీ బ్రేక్ అయిందా? ఇది చాలా దారుణంగా ఉంది. ఓకే, స్లో చెప్తాను. ఒకవేళ ఐడి నాకు ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇక్కడ లుకప్ చేసేటప్పుడు నేను మల్టిపుల్ సినారియోస్ ఫాలో కావచ్చు. వన్ సినారియో ఈజ్ దట్ I can check whether that ID is there in the lookup table or not. If the ID is there in the lookup table, then what I am going to do, I will take that address from them and load into a destination. That is one scenario. If ID is not there, then I want entire package to fail. That is other scenario. If ID is not there, then since if ID is not there means address also will not be there, right? Then I want to return address as null value. Like that you can do 3 scenarios in the lookup. Okay, ఒకసారి కట్ అయితే చెప్పండి మళ్ళా, ఎందుకంటే నేను నాకు ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది, వాళ్ళతో మళ్ళీ కొట్లాడచ్చు. Now what we are going to do, we are going to do the same like 2 things. Assume that since yeah, okay, we can create 2 servers. I think I add one more server. So these are the 2 servers. Yeah, so in the server 1, what I will do, I will create a table called EMP and I will insert some values. So in the server 1, which database I will take as a temp database, create table EMP LKP, or I will write EMP SSIS or EMPS. I will create ID as integer, name as varchar. So now you can see I'll not insert all the IDs. I'll just insert 1 comma A, 2 comma B. I'll insert 4 comma C. Okay, this is what I'll insert into the data, temp data. Now done. Oh, VAL UES done. Now I'll insert the data. Okay, the table has not been created. Yeah, now there are three values in the table. So what I'll do, in the same time I'll select this server, select a new query. So in that server I'll go to the database temp. Here also we got the same database temp, right? So I'll copy this structure. So this is a EMPS. Along with the name, it will also have a column called address. Okay. ADDR. Done. Okay. So I'll not insert anything. So there is one more table I'll create as EMPS address. Address EMP ADDR underscore lookup. Okay, so it will have the integer and address. Here care of 100. So now I created the tables. Now I'll insert values into the EMP address. Today I am going to cover many topics, so please listen carefully. I'll give one AAA as address. Next I'll not have 2. Instead of 2 I'll have 3. Or I'll directly have 4. Okay, or I'll have 3, whatever it may be. Yeah, anyway 3 is not. Yeah, 4 we can have. I am not having any 2 here. Okay, this is the values I am inserting. Done. So I have inserted only 2 address into the table. So now what I will be having, select star from EMP address lookup, and this, what is this table, select star from see. Now I got 1 2 3 EMP IDs. There is no 3 EMP ID here. See, when I execute this, you can see only 1 and 4 EMP ID, not more than that. You can see 1 and 4. So there is, yeah, hello, yeah, 1 and 4 EMP ID. There is no 3 EMP address, right? Oh, చాలా లాగ్ అయిపోయిందా? అయితే నా ఇంటర్నెట్ బాగుంది. అయితే ఇది మీ ఇంటర్నెట్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఫస్ట్ టైం నాకు పనిచేస్తుంది. ఓకే వినయ్, ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు హలో,
అంటే చెప్తున్నప్పుడు నార్మల్గా స్టక్ అయిపోవడం, ఆడియో డిలే కావడం, వీడియో డిలే కావడం అవుతుంది.
ఓ మీకు ఇట్లా అలానే అవుతుందా నూకల్? నూకల్
భాస్కర్ గారు, మీ వాయిస్ మాత్రం చాలా క్రాక్ అవుతుంది.
చందన గారు మీకు?
నాకేంటంటే ఫ్రేమ్స్ లో వినిపిస్తుంది, చెప్పాక అది ఒక ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ డిలే అవుతున్నది.
చందన గారు మీకు? అయితే ఒక్కరికి వినిపిస్తుంది అంటే ఇంటర్నెట్ ప్రాబ్లం మీ సైడే ఉన్నట్టు. దీన్ని నన్ను బ్లేమ్ చేయదమ్మా, ఐఎమ్ సేఫ్ సైడ్. ఒకసారి చూడండి మీది నూకల్ కదా, మీరు ఒకసారి ఇంటర్నెట్ చూడండి. ఇది కామ్కాస్ట్ దారుణంగా ఉంది అసలు. మీకు వినిపిస్తుందా ఇప్పుడు? అంటే నేను చెప్పింది అర్థమైందా ఇప్పటిదాకా మీకు? హలో, యా ఓకే. నూకల్ కొండల్ మీకు వినిపిస్తుందా? వినయ్
ఇక మళ్ళీ బ్రేక్ అయినండి ఇందాక. మరి ఇద్దరికి ప్రాబ్లం ఉందంటే ఏమో మరి.
యా ఒకరికి వినిపిస్తే పర్వాలేదు, ఒకరికి వినిపిస్తే అంటే నాకు నో ప్రాబ్లం. అంటే నా ఇంటర్నెట్ పర్వాలేదు ఓకే అనమాట. ఒకసారి చెక్ చేస్తున్నా ఇది. యా స్పీడ్ టెస్ట్ పని చేస్తుందో చేస్తుంది. హలో
Yeah.
యా వినిపిస్తుందా మీకు?
యా నాకు క్లియర్ ఉంది వాసు.
ఓకే మా
అంటే ఇంటర్నెట్ తో ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే రీసెంట్ గా నేను కాల్ చేసింది కాంకాస్ట్ కి
ఓకే
టెక్నీషియన్ విజిట్ అట్లా ఏం లేకుండా బట్ ఐ డోంట్ నో వాట్ ద ప్రాబ్లం దే కుడెంట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ వాట్ ద ప్రాబ్లం.
యా ఈ కామ్కాస్ట్ అందరికి ఇలానే ఉంది అసలు దారుణం. మానస్ నీకు వినిపిస్తుందా?
నేను ఇప్పుడే వచ్చాను.
ఓకే నూకల్ నీకు వినిపిస్తుందా ఇప్పుడు? వినయ్
వినిపిస్తుంది భాస్కర్. ఏంటంటే ప్రాబ్లమ్ అది బ్రేక్ అవుతున్నది, ఫ్రేమ్స్ లో వస్తున్నదండి వాయిస్ మీకు. ఒక ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ డిలే అవుతుంది. మీరు ఫస్ట్ సెంటెన్స్ ఫినిష్ చేసింది అది బ్రేక్ అయ్యి అది నెక్స్ట్ సెంటెన్స్ తోటి యాడ్ అప్ అయిపోతుంది.
ఓకే నాకు తెలిసి ఇది ఇంటర్నెట్ ప్రాబ్లం అనుకుంటా. ఒకసారి మీ అంటే అంటే తప్పు అనుకోకండి, ఒకసారి మీటే ఇంటర్నెట్ చెక్ చేసుకోండి సరేనా. మీటే ఒకసారి చెక్ చేసుకొని చూడండి ఇంటర్నెట్. అంటే యా అంటే అట్లా అంటలేను, నా ఐటమ్ ఉంది. అంటే బేసిక్గా నేను యాక్చువల్గా ఇంతకుముందు ఏం చేశానంటే నేను ఎప్పుడు బేసిక్గా నా వెబ్సైట్లోకి కొన్ని అప్లోడ్ చేస్తుంటాను. యాక్చువల్ స్లో ఉంటుంది అది రోజు, కానీ ఈరోజు చెక్ చేసుకుని నాకు కొద్దిగా స్పీడే అనిపించింది ఈరోజు వాడు చెప్పిన తర్వాత. నేను స్పీడ్ టెస్ట్ వాడు ఏం చెప్పాడంటే మీకు ఒకవేళ స్పీడ్ టెస్ట్ అరౌండ్ మీకు ఒకవేళ 15 కన్నా అలా తగ్గుతా నాకు చెప్పండి పక్కా, అది మా ఇష్యూ ఉంటుంది అని చెప్పిండు వాడు. అంటే కంపేర్ టు నిన్న మీద చాలా బెస్ట్. నిన్న 3-4 అంటే చాలా తక్కువ కదా అది. ఓకే సో
మళ్ళీ కంటిన్యూస్ గానే వస్తుంది. ఇందాక బ్రేక్ అయిపోయింది. నా సైడ్ కూడా ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది
ఓకే ఓకే అయితే ఇప్పుడు నేను క్లియర్గా చెప్తాను మీకు. అయితే మానస్ మేము ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే లుకప్ వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ ద లుకప్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ లైక్. ఓకే మానస్ వినిపిస్తుందా? అయితే మాకేంటిదంటే ఇప్పుడు నాకు సోర్స్లో 2 సర్వర్స్ ఉంటాయి. వీల్ బీ హ్యావింగ్ 1 సర్వర్ 1 అండ్ సర్వర్ 2. ఓకే సర్వర్ 1 సర్వర్ 2 అంటే మీరు మర్చిపోయిన దాని గురించి ఏమంత పట్టించుకోని అవసరం లేదు. జస్ట్ సర్వర్ 1 అంటే ఐపీ అడ్రస్ మీ కంపెనీలో వాళ్ళే ఇస్తారు. జస్ట్ మీరు కనెక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఆ సర్వర్ నేమ్ ఇస్తారు, ఆటోమేటిక్గా అదే కనెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది అంతే. మీరు ఏం టెన్షన్ పడిన అవసరం లేదు. సేమ్ నౌ యూ ఆర్ కనెక్టింగ్ టు యువర్ లోకల్ డేటాబేస్ వే రైట్. ద సేమ్ వే ఇన్ ద కంపెనీ ఆల్సో you will be connecting to this databases, that's it, by using the server name. Assume that it's your local database only. Back end there are lot of things are going to happen, but don't worry about them. Okay, assume that it's your local database. So Manas అయితే మేము ఏం చెప్తున్నాం అంటే సర్వర్ 1లో ఈఎంపీ టేబుల్ ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ చూడు సర్వర్ 1లో ఈఎంపీ టేబుల్ ఉంటుంది, ఐడి నేమ్ ఉంటుంది. సర్వర్ 2లో we have ID name and address as a EMP table. So what is my scenario is that I want to load the data from server 1 to server 2. So in the server 1 I have ID and name, but as in the server 2 I am having ID name and address. There is a one more additional column called address. Okay, but in the source I am having ID and name. So while loading getting the data from the source, I also want to get the address. But what happening is that my address table is there in the server 2. My address table is there in the server 2. Then what I need to do, I'll get the data from the source. After that I'll do a lookup with this address table, get the address, and then I'll load that address along with the ID and name. I'll take that address from the table and I'll load it into the destination. Okay, అర్థమైందా? Okay, so now we are going to see a similar scenario. Like first what we did, we created one database. So this is on the server 1. This database is on server 1. It will have the ID, sorry, not this one. Yeah, this database is on the server 1. So it will have the ID and name. What I did, I have created 2 databases on the server 2. That is a EMPS, that is same with the same table, but I have created one more column called address. There is one more table called address. So this other address table will have the EMP ID and address. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, I need to truncate. I reinserted again, so I need to truncate it.
Yeah, in that break.
Oh, break అయిందండి. యా అడ్జస్ట్ చేయాలండి ఎట్లా ఇప్పుడు మరి దారుణంగా అయిపోయింది ఇది.
Yeah, yeah.
మా దగ్గర కూడా అట్లనే ఇచ్చింది అది.
ఓ మీకు అట్లా అనిపించిందా?
మా దగ్గర కూడా లెక్క అది అట్లనే ఉంది. పాయింట్ తక్కువ వస్తుంది, ఒక పాయింట్ ఒక్కోసారి స్పీడ్ తక్కువ వస్తుంది, ఏమో దానివల్ల ఏం చెప్తారు.
యా అదే చాలా కష్టంగా ఉంది. అయితే మానస్ నేను ఏం చేశానంటే దీంట్లో 2 రికార్డ్స్ ఇన్సర్ట్ చేశాను. సో యూ కెన్ సీ ద డిఫరెన్స్. హియర్ ఐఎమ్ హ్యావింగ్ 3 IDs, but in the address table I am having only 2 IDs. I am missing the ID 2, EMP ID 2, right? So now we will see the scenario while looking up. If it is there, then what to do. If it is not there, then what to do. That all things we will be doing now. Okay. So this is my data flow task. Okay, I think it's already there, right? I'll disable that. Now what I am going to do is that drag and drop a data flow task. Inside the data flow task, I'll create a source as it is. I'll connect to the OLEDB source. So in the OLEDB source, I'll connect to the database. It's a MS SQL server, new. There is no database with the temp, right? Yeah. నూకలు వినిపిస్తుందా మీకు?
వినిపిస్తుంది డాక్టర్.
Okay, I am connecting to this. So this is my temp database. So I'll connect, and what is the table name I have? I'll just click OK. The table name I am having it is a EMPS. Done. I'll go to the column. So I got ID and name. Okay, I am clear. Now what I'll do, I'll have one more table called destination. So like OLEDB destination I will be having. Okay, OLEDB destination. Done. So like if I connect from the source to destination, I'll connect it. Click on the destination. Now destination is on the different server. It's on the local. So I'll click new. I'll just click dot because it's on the local dot. So the table name is temp. Okay. What is the destination table name? I'll click OK. Destination table name is EMPS. Yeah. Now you will be having 3 columns: ID, name, and address. But since we are not getting any address, you are unable to map them. Okay. I'll click OK here. So there is no address mapped to this column. See, when I'm mapping here, you can see there is no address mapped because in the source we are not getting any address. But now what we want to get an address. How to get an address? Now what I want to do, I'll take a lookup transformation in the other transforms. Just go to the lookup. Sorry, in the common you will have a transformation called lookup. Drag and drop the lookup. Okay, now connect that one to the lookup now. So what lookup means, it's the same kind of join, but you can do only like left outer join and inner join. That are the only 2 things that you can do by the lookup. Now when I click the lookup, okay, when I open, now you get the screen. Left side you are having 5 options. Right side you can see in the general, when I click, the right side options are getting changed. Okay, now see, when I click general, you can see there is a cache mode, full cache, partial cache, and no cache. I am going to explain you. In the connection types, there are 2 connections. One is the OLEDB connection, other is a cache connection. I am going to explain you now. And see, now they how to handle the rows which with no matching entries. I'll say you this. Okay. First, we will go in the general. We will go cache mode. What is the full cache, partial cache, and no cache? Okay. What system does whenever you does a lookup? So you are getting data from the source. You are getting EMP data. Okay, and you are getting EMP address. EMP address table, and you are loading into the EMP destination. Now in the meantime you will do a lookup and then you will do the load. So what lookup means, what system SSIS is going to do, whatever the data you have, it will get the data into one temporary location. After that, it will join with the source data. That's what is going to happen. So in that scenario, loading the data into the temporary space is nothing but the cache. Okay. So there are three types. One is, you can see, full cache, partial cache, and no cache. What is a full cache? Full cache means whatever the data you have in the EMP address, first, before loading the getting the data from the source system, what it does, it loads the entire data from the EMP address into the temp table, like temporary location. Then it starts pulling the data from the EMP. That is a full cache. Okay. What is a partial cache means? Generally, we will always use the full. I never seen the people using the partial, so we will always use the full. What is a partial means? According to the EMP ID. So if it does a lookup on the EMP ID, then it will not get all the records. It will get few records, and then it will get few records from the EMP, and then it will do a lookup and it will get. So like that, it will get few records. It will not get all the records at a single shot. It will get few records, then does a lookup, and it sends the records to a destination. Get few records, does a lookup, like partial caching. What is a no cache means? It will not at all get into the temporary. Whatever the data you get, directly does a lookup into the destination and then gets the data, and then does the data here. So because the disadvantage and advantage of the lookup is that, so let's say you are the server 1, server 2, right? So server 1 is located in Atlanta, server 2 is located in some India, okay, example, and I am running this package in somewhere in California. Okay, I am running somewhere in California. So what I do, I'll do, since I am doing a lookup for this, basically, see, since I am running all the packages, right, if I get the address, entire address to my local machine in a temporary location, then it will be easy for me to do a lookup. If I don't use any no cache, then what happens? Whatever record I get here, since I am in Atlanta and this address is in the India, so it goes, checks in India, I again return back. Goes, checks the data in India, again return back. Like it takes lot of time. So generally full cache is the best way to use. So always we use a full cache. అర్థమైందా మీ అందరికి ఇది? హలో, ఓకే. యా, అడ్వాంటేజెస్ అంటే మీకు బేసిక్గా లుకప్ ఎప్పుడు అంటే మీకు అదే ఒకవేళ మీరు థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ మిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ రికార్డ్స్ మీద మీరు లుకప్ చేయాలనుకోండి టేబుల్ మీద. ఇప్పుడు మీరు లుకప్లో జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ ఈఎంపీ అడ్రస్, ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ఓన్లీ 2 records, then it's okay, fine. But if I want to do a lookup on with the table which has some millions of records, then it will be hard for me, because before getting the data from the source, first what system does, it gets all the data into one temporary location. So let's say the thousands of millions of records may occupy 100 GB. Then what my system does, it pulls all the 100 GB record in temporary location, and then you should have 100 GB space available on your machine, right? RAM. So that all decided, but when you have small data, then it is okay. Okay. Yeah, so in the case of big data, we are having some other scenarios I am going to explain at the end of this SSIS. We will be using some stage database or temporary database to load the data, then we use some lookup, like it's a kind of merge or something, and then we will do. I am going to explain them later on. Okay. So this is 3 things. And next, connection type. There are 2 connection type. One is a cache connection and there is a OLEDB connection. So OLEDB connection, in the sense, it's nothing but the database. You can connect to the Oracle, you can connect to the SQL server, but you can't do a lookup on the files, text files. Remember, text files, Excel files, you can't do any lookup. You can do only on the tables on the database. Not all the database, only few databases. Okay. Next, cache connection manager means it's a one kind of file. When you use that file as a lookup, then you can use as a cache connection manager. So I am going to explain this after completion of this. On మీ అందరికి వినిపిస్తుందా?
మధ్యలో బ్రేక్ అయింది సార్. ఎక్కడంటే ఓఎల్ఈడి సారీ టెక్స్ట్ ఫైల్స్ యూజ్ చేయరు.
ఓకే, ఓకే, ఓకే. అయితే మీకు ఏంటిదంటే టెక్స్ట్ ఫైల్స్ బేసిక్గా మీరు వాడరు ఈ లుకప్లో. So you can't use a text file as a lookup. You can only use the tables, database tables as a lookup. That's it. Okay. You can't never use the text files as a lookup. Now I will select, I will explain the cache connection manager once I am done with this, and what is the benefit of that one also I will explain you. Now just I will use a OLEDB connection manager. Okay. So now see here, specify how to handle rows with no matching entries. What is meant by this means, as I said, I am getting records, right? So I will open a new one. మీకు ఏమైనా కట్ అయ్యేది చెప్పండి, మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. So since I am getting IDs 1 to 4 from source, but in the destination when I do a lookup on the address table, okay, నాకు సోర్స్ నుంచి ID 1 2 3 4 వస్తున్నాయి. Okay, I am getting source IDs from sources 1 to 4. Okay, yeah. So in the address I am having IDs 1 4. Since I am not having ID 2 in this address, right, then what I want my system to do, either fail package or ignore. That are two things I will be having. Okay, or assume this records as an error record and send it to the error output. Like I will be having three options. Okay, now you can see when I click, now you can see. Okay, or there is one more is default option is that don't worry, even though it is there or not, don't worry, just get the data. Okay, like that there are four options. One is a fail, if the 2 is not there in the destination, fail it. Second one is a ignore. Okay, and the third one is a redirect records to redirect the rows to, assume that as a error output. That is the one thing. And one more thing is that since it is not matching, so redirect the records to the no match output. So after the lookup transformation will have two outputs. One is a no match, another is a error output. Sorry, by default, sorry, it will have two outputs. One is a matched output, another is a no matched output. Okay, so if the record matches, then you can collect in the matched output, like we did in the condition split, right? We made multiple outputs based on the conditions. The same way for the lookup also you can make multiple outputs. By default you will have two outputs. One is a matched output and other is a unmatched output. Matched. Okay, and there is a unmatched. So here if the record doesn't match with the destination, like in the lookup, then you can fail the package. That is the one thing. Next thing, you can ignore them, and the third one is you can send the redirect rows to the, if the 2 is not there, then you can send that records to the no matched output. And the fourth one is that you can send that records to the error output. Assume that record as an error. We are going to see this all transformations now. Four things. First, I am giving as a fail component. Okay. Then this is in the general. This is in the general I am doing. Now next I go to the connection. So in the connection, I need to give where that file has been located. Wherever I have the file, I need to give the connection. I need to provide the connection there. So I have the table on the server 2, right? Server 2 is nothing but the local. So already I have created the connection for the local. So it is nothing but this is my local. Okay, click OK. Now here I am having a table called EMP, address lookup. See, I did. Now then this is a connection done. If you want to use a query, you can write your own query. But I have already table, so I am directly using the table. Next I will go to the columns. When I go to the column, the same way you do in the SQL server, right? The same way you will drag and drop it. You will join the two columns. So you did join. After joining, which one you want to get from this one? I want to get the address column, right? So I will just click the address. So now you are getting two columns. So you are doing a lookup and you are getting this column also. So now totally the output you will be having three columns. By default you will get these two columns as the output, and next you are adding one more column called address. So you will be having three columns in the output. When I click OK, done. Now I will try to connect this one to the destination. See, now it will ask which output. As I said, there are two outputs, right? Lookup match output and no matched output. But I want the matched output. I will click OK. OK then. Now I will go here, click on this mappings. I will manually map your address. Click on this. I will map the address one. Done. I am good. Okay. See, remember here, I have clearly given when the rows are not matching, then I am asking it to fail component. Have you all seen this? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. I am asking it to fail component. Now what I will do? So yeah, since I have disabled everything, right, I can run the package directly here. Now when I click, since the 2 is not there in the address table, right, I am getting ID 2 is not there in the address table, right, then the package will fail, because stating that the address 2 is not there. So we had different scenarios. See, the package failed. When I go to the progress, so it will whatever errors we get, you can see in this one. This symbol is nothing but the error symbol. You can see the message. See, lookup failed because error code. The error row destination lookup output. I'll just copy this one, paste it somewhere. So normally it may not be clear to you, but it's a kind of the same thing. So by looking at the description, sometimes it may not be clear, but using the error code you can find that. See, lookup output specifies failure on error and error code on a specific object or specific component. Yeah. So there might be some error code here. I got error code here, so I can just copy the error code in case if you do, because since I don't have anything, but mostly you will not be knowing, right, at the beginning. Go to the Google, error code in SSIS, that's it. So when you do, automatically I am getting that one. See, there are many things you can see without, I didn't say anything lookup. See, automatically I got it here. I can click whichever one, somewhere you will be having them, they will get that. No, I think here none of them gave anything, right? So somewhere you will be okay. I'll go and see the MSDN site. Yeah, see, you set in the lookup properties to the redirect output. Yeah, it there. See, ignore the failure. So it is asking you to since you might have kept some failure, okay, so it is asking you to set either to redirect no match rows, or there are couple of other things. When you use a
దాని కింద రోలో ఆన్సర్ చేసినది చూడండి,
ఎక్కడ
ఇందాక ఓపెన్ చేసినారు గూగుల్, అదే the error says that your input column has no matches in the lookup.
యా ఓకే, ఇలానే మీరు చూస్తే మీకు ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఏదో ఒకటి తెలుస్తుంది మీకు ఎర్రర్. ఓకే, అది మీకు బేసిక్గా, అందుకోసం మాకు ఏంటంటే ఆ ఎర్రర్ లేదు కాబట్టి, అంటే నేను ఫస్టే చెప్తున్నాను మీకు, ఇన్ కేస్ ఏమైనా వచ్చిందనుకో మీరు చేయొచ్చు అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు నాకు I got the error, so what I will do, I will stop this. Now what I am going to do, click on the lookup. Here instead of the fail component, I am going to do ignore failure. When I do the ignore failure, it's kind of the left join. What does the left join means? You will get all the records from the left table. If the record is not there in the right table, you will get as a null value, right? The same way, if the address is not there in the left table, you will get that ID too, but you will not get address. You will get the address as null. Now what I am going to see, one more thing, the data flows from here to here, and from here to here the data flows. If you want to see the records, or what are the records are you are getting, so you can see one thing, right click on this middle line and select enable data viewer. When I select the enable data viewer, you can see one search like symbol here, right? Now when I run this package, in the lookup I changed to ignore failure, done. I want to see the data, how the data looks when it loads into a destination, right? When I click, now a window will pop up and it will show all the records that are transferring between this lookup and the OLEDB destination. Now you can see a window popped up. Now you can see, since I kept as ignore failure, I can see ID name. Since the 2 doesn't have any address, it got as null. That's it. It just got as a null value. Okay, that is the ignore failure one. See that the records will not be loaded until and unless I press this start button, then only the records will load into the destination. Now the records has been passed, so you can see whatever you want. Okay, now I will just click close. When I click close, automatically the records will be loaded into the destination. Done. Now what I will be doing, that is a ignore failure, means it will not do anything. Now next to ignore failure, there is a record called, I'll say the error output later on. I'll say redirect records to no match output. When I do that, see, this is the matched output. So what I am going to do, I am going to drag and drop one OLEDB destination. I'll give the same table, don't worry, but I will be seeing that record in the data viewer. See, when I drag and drop, automatically it is, because there are only 2 outputs, so by default we used one, so automatically there is only one leftover output, right? So by default it is getting that. So lookup no matched output. Oh, sorry, I have given the ODBC. Thanks. I'll take the OLEDB. Yeah, I'll connect it. By default, it will use as a no match output. Now I'll click on this. I'll give a connection to the same table. Don't worry. Okay. Anyway, we are not seeing the data, right? I'm just giving to the same table. Done. I'll go to the mappings. The records will be mapped. ADDR. Oh, yeah, no matched output, right? So there will be no record, right? There will be no address getting. So that's why you will not be getting the. You will be getting only 2 columns here. See, in the source, I am not getting any 3 columns. But for the matched output, I'll be getting 3 columns in the source. Okay. So now for the no matched output also, what I will be doing? Right click on this and enable data viewer. Done. Now I'll execute the package. Since the 2 is not there, right? Previously we got 1, 2, 3 in the single outflow, like lookup to this one I got it as a 1, 2 lookup. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the lookup matched output only. Now see, I got 2 outputs. See, this window is a lookup matched output. So the data I am getting, since 1 to 1, 4 is matching, so I got in the lookup matched output. Since 2 is not matching, I am getting this as a no matched output. See, lookup no matched output, you can see here. Are you clear with this? Hello? అర్థమైందా మీకు ఇది? అర్థమైందా? వినయ్ కొండల్? ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే, సో ఐ హావ్ గివెన్ 2 థింగ్స్, రైట్? ఫస్ట్ 3 థింగ్స్ వీ ఆర్ డన్. ఇగ్నోర్ ఫెయిల్యూర్, రీడైరెక్ట్ రోస్ టు sorry, we didn't did the error output, right? We have did the fail component, we have did the redirect rows to no matched output, we have did this. So done. Now I can do the error output. So what is error output means? In the SQL Server you got one thing. Whenever you try to load the data into destination, or whenever you want to do some operations, if that fails, let's say you are trying to convert one integer to, you are trying to convert a weight cat to integer. So if that conversion fails, then what you want? You want that records to be transferred as a error record, because that is error record, right? You can transfer that record as a error record. Okay, now I am giving a error output. Okay, see, when I am just deleting the no match output. Okay, I will give the no match output. The same way I will copy this, I will paste it here. One more. Now what I will be doing, this is the no match output, and this one, see, when I give the error, when I give the redirect rows to the error output, automatically I got a warning. So when I keep my mouse there, see, no rows will be sent to the no matched output. Configure transformation directly to the, right, actually that is not missing. So what it's saying, because if the record is not matching means you are saying redirect rows to error output, then what is the need of no matched output, right? Anyway the records are not going to no matched output, because you are asking the system, if the records are not matched, you are sending them to the error output. So that's the reason it is asking to remove the no matched output. So I'll delete it, even though my warning didn't win. Now I can see why it didn't win means I got the error records, but I need to take that, I need to connect that error record into one destination, right? So for that purpose, see, this is the one, the red one is for error. So I'll just connect the red one here. When I'll connect, automatically I'll get it here. See, whenever there is an error, okay, I can select here. Whenever there is an error, then I want to redirect that row. Redirect means move that row into the error. So you are going to do this with all, even though if it is truncation, then I want to redirect the row. Done. I'll click OK. Now I got the error output here. Now I'll click mappings. Okay, ID, name and address. You will not be getting a, because it is not matched, right? You will get, see, this is the error code. You will also get the error code also. You can capture the error code also, which error means whatever the code we are having, right? So you can manually capture that error code. So in case in future, if you want to do anything, you can just because since you will be capturing them in a table, you can go to the table and you can see that error code, search in Google, and you will get the description for that, and accordingly you can resolve that issue. Now I'll create a date. I'll create this one now. Enable data visual. So now the 2 record is not there, right? Then the 2 records will be transferred to the error output. Now you can see 2 record is not there in the address table, right? Now it will be given to the error output. See, lookup error output. See, 2 came to the error, and you can see the error code. Okay, see, error code description also you got. The component does not supply. Oh, so this code, this one doesn't send any error code. Okay, description. So that's why it is not doing. So basically, some components, some transformation that they do that. So now, whatever the code I got, sorry, this error code, I can just go to the error code and I can do that accordingly. Then I'll be okay. Okay. So that is the way you can capture that error record. Stating sometimes what happens, you don't want the if there is no address matching, then you want to take that record as error and load it into error table, and after that you will go and review. Okay, this is a error record, so it doesn't have any address. So what is the reason the address is not there in the destination table? You will be performing the other things later on. So everyone is clear with this one? Hello?
ఇది ఒకసారి ఆ కాంపోనెంట్ ఓపెన్ చేయరా డబ్ల్యూ2 దిస్ ఓపెన్ చేసి
Lookup
మళ్ళీ ఎర్రర్ అవుట్పుట్ సెకండ్ వన్
ఓ ఇది ఏం లేదు, జస్ట్ డెస్టినేషన్. అయితే మీకు ఏంటిదంటే బై డిఫాల్ట్ మీరు కనెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడే అడుగుతుంది అది. యాక్చువల్ మీకు
సేమ్ టేబుల్ ఇచ్చిన రన్ చూస్తున్నాను.
నేను సేమ్ టేబుల్ ఐ గివెన్ ఇట్ టు ద సేమ్ టేబుల్. Here I have given the same table. Normally you don't give it to the same table. You will create a separate table called error table.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఆ టేబుల్లో ఆ కాలమ్స్ ఏమి ఉండవు కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఆ టేబుల్ ఎర్రర్ కోడ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ అవి ఏమి ఉండవు కదా.
కాదు నేను క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటాను ఒక టేబుల్ని.
అంటే
ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే ఇప్పుడు ఓకే మీకు చెప్పనీకే నేను ఏం చేస్తానంటే ఇప్పుడు ఐ విల్ క్రియేట్ వన్ టేబుల్ కాల్ EMPS error. I'll create manually name, error code as varchar.
మీరు ఇప్పుడు అందులో నుంచి రన్ చేసినప్పుడు అవి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినాయి ఎర్రర్ కోడ్ అవన్నీ?
అవి యాక్చువల్గా నాకు కాలమ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి కానీ వెళ్ళట్లేవు, దానికి లోడ్ అవ్వట్లేదు. యాక్చువల్గా బేసిక్ ఏంటంటే నా డెస్టినేషన్ టేబుల్లో నేను సేమ్ టేబుల్ ఇచ్చాను కాబట్టి ఆ సేమ్ టేబుల్లో ఎర్రర్ కోడ్ ఎర్రర్ కాలం లేదు నాకు, కాబట్టి నేను మ్యాప్ చేయలేకపోయాను ఇక్కడికి.
ఓకే,
బేసిక్ ఏంటిదంటే
కూడా రన్ చేయడానికి వచ్చింది.
మీకు వస్తుంది, మీకు ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ ఆ అవుట్పుట్ ఇస్తుంది కదా, మీరు ఆ వచ్చిన డేటాను మీరు ఎక్కడైనా లోడ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా.
అంటే ఓన్లీ నేమ్ అడ్రస్ అవే వస్తాయి, మిగతా ఏం రావు కదా.
ఓన్లీ ఐడి నేమే వస్తుంది, మీకు అడ్రస్ రాదు.
ఎందుకంటే కాలమ్స్ లేవు.
ఎర్రర్ అంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఆటోమేటిక్గా దాంట్లో లేనందుకే కదా. మీకు నో మ్యాచ్డ్ అవుట్పుట్ గీయటంగా ఓన్లీ సోర్స్ కాలమ్సే వస్తాయి. లుకప్లో ఏమైనా కాలమ్స్ యాడ్ చేశారనుకోండి అవి రావు. నో మ్యాచ్డ్ అవుట్పుట్కి లుకప్ ఎర్రర్ అవుట్పుట్కి ఆ కాలమ్స్ రావు, లుకప్లో ఉన్న కాలమ్స్.
రన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎట్లా రన్ అయింది ఆ 2 కాలమ్స్ మీరు అది రైట్ క్లిక్ చేసి ప్రాసెస్ చూపించినప్పుడు అది ఎక్స్ట్రా కాలమ్స్ చూపించింది, అవి ఎట్లా వచ్చినాయి?
ఇక్కడ రైట్ క్లిక్ కొట్టి ఇక్కడ డిసేబుల్ అని కొడుతున్నాను, ఎనేబుల్ డేటా వ్యూయర్ కొడితే మీకు వస్తుంది అది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఎనేబుల్ డేటా వ్యూయర్ కొట్టాను అనుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు నేను రన్ చేశాను అనుకోండి. బేసిక్ ఏంటంటే మీ డేటా ఇప్పుడు డేటా ఎలా ఫ్లో అవుతుంది, ఒక స్టెప్ నుంచి ఒక స్టెప్కి ఫ్లో అవుతుంది కదా. ఆ ఫ్లో అయ్యే ముందు మీరు డేటాని క్యాప్చర్ చేస్తున్నారు ఎనేబుల్ డేటా వ్యూయర్. అది ఓన్లీ టెస్టింగ్ పర్పసే వాడుతుంది మీరు అంతే. ఇప్పుడు చూడు నాకు పైన వస్తుంది లుకప్ మ్యాచ్డ్ అవుట్పుట్ డేటా వ్యూయర్. లుకప్ మ్యాచ్డ్ అంటే ఏదైతే లుకప్ మ్యాచ్ డేటా ఉందో దాని అవుట్పుట్లో ఈ 2 రికార్డ్స్ వెళ్తున్నాయి అనమాట, దాని క్లోజ్డ్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటిది లుకప్ ఎర్రర్ అవుట్పుట్ డేటా, ఎర్రర్ అవుట్పుట్లో ఈ కాలమ్స్ వెళ్తున్నాయి, దాంట్లో ఐడి నేమ్ ఎర్రర్ కోడ్. అయితే నేను ఇంకోటి ఇవన్నీ నేను క్యాప్చర్ చేయాలంటే నేను సపరేట్ ఒక టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకొని ఆ టేబుల్ ఐడి నేమ్ ఎర్రర్ కోడ్ ఎర్రర్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ నేను సపరేట్గా స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటాను. బై డిఫాల్ట్ నేను ఇక్కడ అంటే if I am referring, so what I will do for your understanding, I will just create one more table, error code error description, varchar of some 1000. Okay, this is the error table. I am creating this in the same database called local. Execute it. Now I'll connect my to the local database. That's it. Click on this. I'll capture the usually that is the what thing you are going to do. EMPS error. That's it. Now do the mapping. I'll connect the error code here. I'll connect the error code. Now you'll capture them. So in case if you find anything like if there is an error, you'll go and check this data, or along with that you will also have some default column added. Okay, to this table I will write alter table emps underscore error. So you know when that record got inserted. Add, I'll write record inserted date as date time, and I'll give default as get date. That's it. Now when I'll add automatically, that will, even though I am not inserting data into the record, automatically it will be inserted and you will have the date time on that. Now see, I'll just run the package. Oh sorry, it's showing some discrepancies because I added one column, right? So it will show as a warning, there is a new column, you didn't create any mapping for that. That's it. So I'll close this. Now the data will be inserted. Now if I go and see anything in the table, then I can see them. Time also, so that you can say, okay, this record has been rejected on this day, so it is recent, so accordingly you can work on that. అర్థమైందా? హలో వినయ్, హలో, ఇలా అన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి నేను చూసుకుంటాను అనమాట. యాక్చువల్గా మీరు దీని తర్వాత మీరు చాలా చేస్తారు, ఎన్ని రికార్డ్స్ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చినాయని చెప్పి చూసి మీరు ఈవెన్ యూ కెన్ సెండ్ ఎన్ ఈమెయిల్ ఆల్సో. See that I got a warning. What is the warning? The external columns of oil destination are out of synchronization, because I have added one column, but I didn't update that column here. So when I click here, go to the mappings, now you will get that column and click OK, then automatically it will be removed. Whenever you make changes in source and destination, you will get that warning in them. Okay? Yeah. So this is a lookup which I have. Okay, I am good. I am doing the lookup as a full cache, and I am done. I am pretty good with that. Now let's say there is one scenario where there are 10 people using the same lookup. Now you are the only one using, so you are getting the data from the doing a lookup and then doing the loading the data into the destination. Okay, that's what you are doing now. Let's say the same EMP address, so you are doing the lookup for EMP address. So when you do the lookup, in the lookup I have given the full cache. What it does, whatever the data you have, because in the lookup when I open here, when I click on the lookup, I will see one called cache mode as full cache, right? What this full cache does? Full cache means before getting the data from the source, it will load the entire EMP table. Whatever the table I am giving here, it will load the entire EMP table into one temporary location, that is nothing but the cache. Then it pulls the data from the source and does a lookup. That is the full cache meaning. So let's say if there are like 100 people using the same one, so what system does? It will load 100 for 100 people. It will take like space. It will load 100 times, and each time it will take separate space. Let's say 100 people loads at the same time, and let's say for loading the data in the cache it may take 10 seconds. So if 100 people are there, then for each and every people it takes 10 seconds. Then what are the things you have? So for that purpose, what normally they do, if they want to do the same lookup for all the table, then what they are going to do is that they take the data. Okay, so what they do, before doing a lookup here, whatever the data, whichever table you want to do a lookup, load the data into the cache file. You will call it as a cache file, and then next time whenever whoever wants to use that EMP table, right? So instead of pointing to the table, they directly point to the cache file. So when they point to the cache file, they will not at all like cache file. Most probably the cache file they will be loading. They will be creating the cache file on the server itself, because if it's on the server, then you can easily get the data from that cache file, right? Server means it will be near to you, so you can easily get the data. So now since I'll be using that in the cache file, right? Okay. So whoever wants to get the data, so directly instead of getting the data from the table, they will use the cache file. So when they use the cache file, that take the data from the cache and load into one temporary location, right? That will be ignored. So now that the file the packet directly gets the data from it will go and compare with the cache, and it will load it into the destination. అర్థమైందా మీ అందరికీ ఈ పాయింట్? హలో.